You guys can't be trusted. I mean that with love and respect for all of you. But when I ask people what they really want from meetings, you tell me a couple of things. I want to go here, I'll go to this kind of meeting, I'll go to this place, and this is what I want it to be about. And at the end of the day, when we create these meetings for you, or others create them for you, you don't go. And so I'm going to ask you, look into your heart and figure out precisely what you want in a meeting. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of your 5-Minute Friday. I'm your host, Dr. Glenn Krieger, and today I want to talk about no names. I want to talk about people you don't know. Why would I talk about anybody you don't know? Well, here's the reason. When you're in a position of running meetings like I run, right? We've had 6 or 7 summits, and for the RD group, I run 4 to 6 meetings per year. So you could say I'm kind of a meeting expert. I've read all the books on meetings, I understand how to put them on, and I've dealt with countless numbers of hotels and meeting planners and banquet folks and what have you. And I listen to you. So over the last 6, 7 years since our first summit, I ask you, who do you want to hear speak? And what does everybody say? I'm tired of hearing the same old names, right? People complain to me that they don't want to get on a plane and go fly to a meeting where they have to go listen to the same people over and over again who they see at this meeting and that meeting, and I see them in 3 meetings in 1 year. So what I'm going to tell you is this: you guys can't be trusted. I mean that with love and respect for all of you. But when I ask people what they really want from meetings, you tell me a couple of things. I want to go here, I'll go to this kind of meeting, I'll go to this place, and this is what I want it to be about. And at the end of the day, when we create these meetings for you, or others create them for you, you don't go. And so I'm going to ask you, look into your heart and figure out precisely what you want in a meeting. Now, maybe you don't like meetings. Maybe you don't like going to meetings. But I will tell you, for instance, at this year's summit, I've got names that you probably have never heard of before in your life. Most of them will never ever be at an ortho meeting ever again. But every one of them is a really big expert in the field they're talking about, from team training to how to use AI to help make your life less complicated in realistic ways, how to give feedback to your team, how to protect yourself like a spy in today's online world. I mean, these are really cool, great topics. But people complain to me, I've never heard of these people. It's okay. There's a million people out there you've never heard of who can actually teach you tons and tons of lessons. So what I'm getting at here is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater sometimes. Just because you haven't heard of somebody doesn't mean you're not going to learn a lesson. And don't go back to the same names you've heard over and over again. I've developed the summit, I've developed OrthoPreneurs University, I've done everything I've done to try to give you a mix of names you recognize and names you don't. But you got to trust me when I tell you, the people that you're going to hear that I'm going to bring to you at any venue, whether it's OrthoPreneurs Summit or anything else, are going to blow you away. And you don't need to just get on a plane, or in this case, a cruise, to simply get some exceptional CE for you and your team. So, time is closing up. The meeting's going to be closed shortly, and prices are going up soon. So please go to opsummit2024.com, and I guarantee you that if this meeting doesn't blow you away, I will give you every penny back. Guaranteed. But that said, I really want you to start realizing that when organizers of meetings make these meetings, we're doing it with the feedback that you've given. So it's not really fair to them when you create ideas of what you want and then you don't show up. And if you think this is about me, it's not. I speak to a lot of people who make meetings, and they will tell me that orthodontists are among the hardest people to plan meetings for because they say one thing and they do another. So the next time you fill out some survey and you tell people what you want, look into your heart and be honest, because that's the only way you will find the meetings that really, really inspire you and get you to go to them. And again, just because you've never heard of somebody before doesn't mean that they can't blow your socks off. And anybody out there who's ever heard of Victor Antonio, who came to Summit, who's the highest rated speaker we've ever had, and we've had him twice, let me just tell you folks, he was one of the greatest I've ever heard of. I never heard of him before that. So have some faith, trust in those who organize meetings, and know that I'm always here for you. Come to opsummit2024.com, sign up, love you all, and wishing you a great day.